cleaning doesn't apply only to your home and your outdoor furniture. Tech expert Winston Sih is here. Declutter and to tidy up our digital life. And I know a lot of us we've got too much going on digitally and we need to rack some of that back. So why don't we start with email?
Email is so important. There's been a lot of talk on Facebook on the news recently.
Yeah.
And now we want to go back and it's a good reminder to almost have like a spring clean of your mobile device, your computer, your social media.
Yes.
So email is a great place to start. And one of the things that I hear from so many people is I go into my inbox and my stress level goes up 10,000%
Yes.
because I have 10,000 emails in my inbox, right?
Yes.
So what do I do? So inbox zero is what our goal should be. So using a website called Maelstrom, and it's maelstrom.com, you can actually go in and clean up your inbox en masse. You connect your Google, your Outlook, your Yahoo emails by going into their website.
Okay.
It'll pull in all of the emails into one place, and it'll use AI, which is artificial intelligence, to go through and find out which emails are important. So
Right.
ones that you would get from your aunt, your grandmother, your mom, your kids.
Yeah.
And then it would also group emails from like subscriptions and newsletters, old newsletters that you'll never read. And it'll let you delete all of them in one click. So just by going through and using one of these tools, you're cutting down on a ton of emails that you're not going to need.
So it decides for you though? How does it know?
But before, it'll give you recommendations on things like, you know, this newsletter that you subscribe to, you haven't looked at this email in about 7 months.
Oh,
So
I
chances
see.
are you won't need all of these emails. Do you want to delete this whole batch of emails? And bam, there's another 150 emails out of your inbox.
So all my Uber receipts.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or if that's important to you, then you can
Right.
file that away into a folder. But the goal is to get your inbox down to zero.
I love that. Okay, what about your home screen?
Your home screen. How many of us go into our phone and there are all these apps that we probably haven't used for months and months and
Yes.
months, like this game your kid downloaded and they used it once, right?
Yes, that's so my phone.
There's so many apps like that, and for both iPhone and Android users, there are ways to organize that. So
Okay.
for iPhone, there is actually a way to offload apps that you don't use on a regular basis. So if it knows that you haven't used this app in a while, it'll actually delete the app off of your device, and if you want to go back into it, you can easily re-download it. It's just as easy as clicking a button to re-download,
true.
so just get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
On Android, there's similar tools, but one tip that I have for both platforms is delete the app, if you can, off of your device and just go to your browser. Often it's a lot cleaner and you're cutting down on the number of apps and you're saving yourself some space, because we're always complaining about how we don't have any space on our phones for photos and videos, right?
That's true, and it's visual clutter too.
Yeah.
Who wants to open that up? Okay, what about your desktop?
Okay, take a look at this desktop and just see how
no,
many
is this gonna be
people
mine?
whose desktop looks like this.
That was mine before one of our IT guys came by and said, stop this right now.
So I snuck a picture of someone's desktop, and
I think it might be mine.
so many people are guilty of this.
So bad.
Go through and clean up your inbox, your
know.
desktop,
Yeah.
because we put pictures, receipts, things there, and that clutter is the source of so much stress.
It's true. It's terrible. Let's talk about the notifications that are ruining our lives.
Ruining our lives. you look at the notifications you get your friends and family, right?
Yeah.
But you also look at the really toxic news cycle that's
can't
out there,
handle it.
right?
Yes.
It causes you so much anxiety. So if you turn off a lot of those news notifications and push alerts that you get on your lock screen,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel so much better. Half the time you've got 12 different news apps on your phone anyways. It's 12 different news alerts of the same thing.
Right.
So just pick one. If you want to stay abreast of what's going on in the news, just have the one.
Yeah.
But turn off the notifications so you only see what's most important and close to you.
Yeah, and you don't need notifications for every single Instagram like
No.
that you absolutely get, every single Facebook message that you're dragged into. Like, you know when you're dragged into a thread?
Absolutely.
And you get a ping every time someone comments on
Yeah.
the thread? Like, get rid of all of that stuff.
I get crazy weather alerts all the time about like a tornado that's happening halfway across the continent. Do I
Right.
need to know what that is? No, right?
But you do stop for a second and
Yeah.
look at it, right? So you
Yeah.
don't necessarily need that in your life. Let's talk a little bit about Facebook.
Facebook. There's been a lot of talk on Facebook in the news about privacy. It's
Yes.
always important to go through your privacy, but part of decluttering your social network is things like your friends. How many toxic friends do we have on our social networks? And you see pictures, you see videos,
Right.
and it's like you really don't care, right?
Yeah.
So you can do things like unsubscribe from their posts, but you can also just unfriend them. Don't be afraid to unfriend them.
Oh, but that's so, like, there's so much weight that comes along with the unfriending of a person, right?
It's true, and that's a whole other segment.
It's a whole other segment. The psychology behind social media.
Right?
Yeah.
But there's another thing that's really important to do, and I do this every once in a while. I actually download a copy of my Facebook. I think a lot of people don't know you can do that.
Okay.
And it downloads everything like the posts that you've put up, pictures and videos that you've uploaded, and then you can clean up some of that too, because you might not want all of it on the internet forever, but you can at least have an archived copy that you keep on your computer safe somewhere that's not on the cloud on the internet.
That's a smart idea. Okay, because I look back sometimes and I'm just embarrassed.
Yeah. Well,
right?
it's not. There's a bit of
Get rid
that
of some
too,
of that
right?
stuff. Okay, Winston, thank you so much for
you.
that.